Hey folks, Doomed Wizard here. I have two announcements and a thought that's related to one of the announcements. The first announcement is you can now get Strangeville in PDF on DriveThruRPG. I'll put a link down below where you can get it if that's what you want. If you prefer a hard copy, there's another link down below. This game was a lot of fun to put together. We had a lot of fun playing it, working the kinks out of it, and I have what I hope to be an adventure anthology coming out for it pretty soon. I'm just going through finding out all the adventures that we played and made while we were designing it. Which ones will make the cut? Which ones are actually coherent enough to play? The other announcement over on the Don't Panic Radio Show channel, you can now find my playthrough with me and my buddies. I ran them through JP Kuvert's The Soggy Ruins of Sentinel Keep. It's a fun little one shot. It's 3 episodes right now. Episode 1 is out. I'll put a link to it at the end of this video. Just keep in mind we're not professional actors. We're just guys trying to have some fun. We had a lot of fun making it, and hopefully that translates into some fun watching it. I'll go ahead and put a clip from the first episode so you can kind of see how it plays out to see if maybe it's your cup of tea, and then again head on over and check it out. So now, through the magic of editing.
Well, I'm inspired by Baldric, and a little tear rolls down my eye as I decide to take my two-headed sword and try to kill him, but I will feel guilty about it. And 6 plus 4 is, wait, is that a 9 or a 6? It's
Well,
a
either
9.
way, it's a hit.
Yeah, no, good point. Either way, I hit.
Yeah.
It's a
You're like, "Ah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, Todd, roll your damage.
In fact, as I was swinging the sword, I was making eye contact with Baldric, saying, I'm sorry. I am who I am. Oh, that's 5 damage.
Well, it goes down as well with a panicked yelp. Baldric?
There's one left.
He's
Two.
currently nipping at your ankles.
I think there's
I'm
2
going to hit
left.
him over the head with my shillelagh. I did not beat a 10. My strength
Even after-
bonus is I only rolled a 6.
Ah,
Okay, well, you're feeling
Altogether.
guilty about it. All
That's what
right,
he said.
well, seeing half of his brethren splattered all over the ground and one of them ran away, he takes off following his buddy. You can get a free attack on him or let him go. What do you do?
we should let him go, right? Maybe
Yeah.
just let him go. What do you
Or
think?
will they come back? Or will they come back in greater numbers?
That's a great
No,
question.
those are sand people. Those are sand people. Sorry.
Whoa,
Sand people.
You can't just say sand people, dude. It's 2024.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Tuscan Raiders.
Okay, so here's my thought. The reason why I came up with D&DP instead of running my players through 5th edition is twofold. One, I don't have the 5e books anymore. I gave them to my oldest. The closest thing I've got to it is the Stranger Things game, which, I mean, to be honest, you should probably play this in D&D, old school D&D or the OSR. The other reason was because one of my players, which if you watch that clip, maybe you can figure out who, one of my players has never played a role-playing game in his life. And I thought it would be more fun to do something a little less rules heavy with all this stuff he has to read and memorize and learn, all these different skills, all that. I just thought, I know the guy's good at improv. I've seen him. He's hilarious on his own without a script. So I figured get him comfortable in doing what he does best, and that's make stuff up as he goes along. Let him learn the dice rolls like as they go along, and it'll kind of trickle in that way. I've had plenty of groups that I've quit because the people trying to teach me how to play the game would just sit there and read page after page, like I'm in church or something. That's not my style. I'm a better player of a new game if you just say, "What do you do?" And I say, "I want to do that." And then you say, "Well, then you roll this." Now, granted, you can probably teach 5e that way. I had a hard time dealing with it, so I can't say for sure that's how you can do it. I'm sure better players than me can do that, but I can't. So I always take into consideration how would I like to be taught. And so with that, I that's why I think that OSR style games and old school role playing games like BX D&D and maybe even advanced, but definitely BX is just a super easy way to learn to play. My DM when I started back in '81, we were playing BX and then immediately jumped into advanced. My DM basically said, the story's famous if you watched my channel or infamous. You've probably heard this story before. Hey, what do you want to play? I want to play a magic user. No, you don't. You'll die in your first encounter. No, I want to play a magic user. Okay, plays magic user. Dies in first encounter. That was me. And that's where he comes from. And that's where the name of my channel comes from. He was a doomed wizard. He never even had a name. Anyway, the thing is, though, is in spite of that experience, I kept coming back and learning because it was a matter of my DM asking me, "What do you want to do?" I want to do this. Roll that. Bing, bang, boom. It's as simple as that. At least for me, it is. So I'm curious. What's your preferred method for learning how to run or learning how to play a game? Let me know in the comments. I've shared on multiple episodes different ways that I learned and how I run. In fact, if you go over to the Don't Panic Radio Show channel and watch the Soggy Ruins of Sentinel Keep, you'll kind of get a gist of how I run games. Speaking of playthroughs, we're thinking about running a Strangeville playthrough adventure. If you'd like to see that kind of thing, maybe see how the game plays a little more, let me know in the comments. And it's something we really want to do. We'll probably do it whether you want us to or not, but it'd be more incentive if more people actually wanted to see it. That pretty much puts the cap on that thought. If you like this video and you like my content, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell icon so YouTube knows that this little channel exists. And please leave a comment. I try to answer as many of them as I can. As always, thanks for watching.